Welcome to the Cluttered Corner. I'm Chelsea, and today is day 30 of Inktober. We're almost done. Today's word is violin. What the hell? What does that have to do with anything? I'm just gonna try and... This doesn't look like a violin. Do you watch Two Set Violin? I love them. I don't play the violin, but I love their channel. They talk a lot about, let's see, violin. It's got these like F holes. I don't know, this isn't looking like a violin. Oh, I'm sorry to all the violinists out there. But anyway, I love Two Set. They're so interesting, and I just love their channel. So I don't know, I would say go watch it. You don't have to care about violins. It's just a good channel. These are not right. This is not right. Nothing about this is right. I apologize to all violins and the people who love them. It's got some like little screw thing there. Okay. Let's make some music notes coming off of it, just so we know that it works. That it's not as bad as it looks. This year I started playing the kalimba. I got a kalimba for my birthday. I mean, I chose to get a kalimba for my birthday. Someone wasn't just like, here's an instrument. Like, no. I chose a kalimba, and I love it. I've gotten a couple kalimbas now, and I got the one that I use the most is the Chill Angels one, and it's so beautiful. It's like, it's right here. I keep it on hand because I love it so much. Here it is. Chill Angels. It's got so much resonance, and it's got 2 layers. You know, so it's got the sharps and I guess flats, but you know, they're the same thing. It only lists them as sharps, so you have to just know. But kalimba is great. I love it. It's really easy to play, and I'm learning so much about music. And I've studied music, like, not like seriously, but like for decades, basically. I don't know. I play keyboard, and I don't know. I've played several instruments. I don't know what else to do with this picture. It's a violin. It's playing music. I guess it needs a bow. I'll run this bow here. And this isn't right either. This looks terrible. Yeah. I don't know. And nobody's holding these. These are just like possessed. Maybe ghosts are playing them. I'm gonna put like a little ghosty here. You can kind of see him. He's off screen. Oh, what a disaster this is. I guess another ghost should be holding this one, because that guy's not holding it. He's only holding that. And if he has to hold that, then does he not have magic that's like holding up this? You know? So a different ghost is here holding this one. And these ghosts just look like, you know, like a sheet with eyes. And mouths. Is it clear that they're ghosts? They look kind of like slimes. Maybe they're slimes. Maybe I'll paint them green. That'll be fun. And they're putting on a concert. They are on stage, and there's a lot of people out here in the audience. And it takes two ghosts to play the violin. One to hold the violin super awkwardly and one to hold the bow. And music is coming off of this even though the bow is not touching it. That is definitely fake violin playing, that's not real. So, you know, I think I'll put like this, try and draw like some semblance of a stage here. I don't know. Put the boards in. There's probably lights. But I'm not gonna draw the lights because I think it won't go well. So, actually, you know what? It's growing on me. I'm liking it. And my paint water is so dirty. I haven't cleaned it in days. But it's working fine. Working fine for me. Now, violin color. Let's put that in here. I'm not sure what... I mean, violins vary in color. They vary. You can get them in all sorts of colors. And this one is this color, apparently. And we add some of this. Inktober is almost over. I mean, October is almost over. Can't believe it. I'm kind of ready for Inktober to be over. This, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do this next year. Or maybe I'll use like a different set of prompts. I don't know. I knew the prompts were going to be bad, but I just wanted to like do it, you know? And I have enjoyed it, but it is a lot of just the same. And I don't know. I can use something different. Yesterday I filmed, well, I posted an unboxing video of my new planner. So that was fun and different. I didn't have to draw anything. I mean, I like drawing things. But, oh, that planner is so nice. I won't go into it because you can just watch that video. And I don't know, if you're watching this video, you might not care about my planner. But, I like it. Oh, wait. Oh, I should have painted the bridge. Okay. That is a little bit different color. I used to live for a while, like, there was like a violin shop, like, down the street from where we lived. Like, I think they made them or something. I don't know. Sometimes you'd walk by and you'd see, like, classes of people, learning violin, and, like, but you could see violins and stuff, like, hanging on the wall. I think it was a violin shop. I never went in, because I didn't really feel like I had any business there. But I was so curious about it. And I kind of wish I had gone in. Except, I don't know, maybe it would have been a bad experience. Because what do? You go in and you're like, oh, I'm not interested in the violin, I just wanted to see what was up. And then they're like, yep, well, it looks just like it did from the window. Get out. Like, you know, I don't want that. I can't handle that. So, you know, I never went in. And, I mean, of course, you know, you see it and you think, like, maybe I could learn that. But, I don't know. Violin's hard. I have tried to learn it a couple times. Like, not, like, absolute minimal effort. No teacher, no nothing. Just kind of like, here's a violin. I'm gonna try it. And, you know, so take that with a pretty strong grain of salt, because I wouldn't call it learning. But, I do think it's difficult. But it's pretty cool. So, you know, I don't know if it's for me. Like, I like stringed instruments. I have a lyre harp, which is also cool, and it's beautiful. And it sounds nice. You gotta tune it all the time, but it's pretty fun. But, you know, I think for me, a stringed instrument is maybe not, like, my instrument. I really like the kalimba. I do like the keyboard, also. Been playing that a long time. I had I used to have like this tiny one that had like I don't know if it even had 2 full octaves. It was one of those like small ones. I can't remember. I know I was always having to like fudge like some of the notes because it wasn't right. And I played that a lot. I loved that. And then I got a bigger one that had I think it had 61 keys. I don't know. I loved that too. I played that a lot. And I remember, like, because I'd wanted that for Christmas, and I remember my mom asking me, like, if I got that, like, she was worried, I think, that I would feel, like, obligated in a bad way to play it, you know, and, like, didn't want me to have, like, that pressure. And that didn't even occur to me, and I was just like, oh, no, like, whatever. So, I did get that for Christmas when I was 12, and I played it a lot. Probably to everyone's detriment. Until I had lessons, and then I didn't want to practice, you know. I did take piano lessons for a while, a couple years after that, because theoretically I wanted to. I don't know. I think my mom asked me if I wanted to, and I was like, sure. I don't know. Like, I can't remember how that came about. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't usually... Oh, oops, that's part of the ghost. I gotta paint that something else. I don't know. I didn't usually, like, do lessons and stuff. Whenever I did, it was always a disaster. I took tap lessons at one point. That was on me. That was in 6th grade. I wanted that. I love, like, you know, it's really cool when you see someone tap dancing and the shoes and they make noise and it looks really cool. I wanted to do that. But I was not good at it. I am not good at things that involve, like, being aware of where your body is. I'm not good at that. And don't enjoy it. So yeah, and also I ended up starting late in the class. I don't know when you're supposed to start it, but I guess I was starting late, so everybody else already knew stuff. There was only a few people in the class. And there was another girl named Chelsea, which at the time, like now, I feel like the name's like fairly common, people have it. At the time, people didn't even know how to pronounce it. Like when they saw it written, they were like, Kelsey? What is this? Or Chelsea, that one I got a lot. So it was weird for there to be another Chelsea, and I feel like we were both kind of like, about it. And she had been there first, and then she was the only Chelsea, and then I came in. I mean, there was only one of each, because there was like 2 people in the class, and then like the teacher's son was also in the class. Like, I don't know if he just took all the classes or what, but like, or if he was just like, they're like, well, we need like more than 2 people. I don't know. So it was those 3 and then me. So it was like 4 people, and 2 of them were named Chelsea at a time when no one was named Chelsea. I remember I met a dog named Chelsea once, and I was so just like, oh my god, that's my name. I guess, to be fair, I would still be like that now, but like, it would be less of a like, whoa, no one ever has my name. It would still just be like, oh my god, a dog. You know, so that's how rare it was. And yeah, so, and I had no business being in that class. I'm sorry I joined. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I need to apologize like a million years later and be like, oh, I shouldn't have even been there. During the recital, we had these canes, and I dropped mine. And to my credit, I picked it up very smoothly and continued on. Which in some ways is more important than not dropping it. And in some ways means, I don't know, it's terrible. And of course there's like a video of this. There's not anymore, I don't have it anymore. But it was one of those things like, you know, they recorded it and then you could get like a VHS of it, and I think we'd like pre-ordered it, I don't know. You ever think back on all the stupid stuff like that you did as a kid and were just like, why did I do that? Why didn't someone stop me? But also, if someone had stopped me, I would have spent the rest of my life being like, man, if only I'd taken that tap dancing class, my life would be different. Or like, I was, you know, not allowed to pursue my dreams or whatever crap, you know. It doesn't hurt anything to, you know, to try and to see and to let kids, like, try dumb stuff like that and then be like, oh wait, actually, I hate this. Because maybe I wouldn't have hated it, or maybe I would have been bad at it and had fun. I don't know. I mean, I guess I did have fun at the time, you know. It's only now I look back and cringe at it, so, you know. Oh, well, I did a little bit then, too. I think I could tell I wasn't really fitting in. And I didn't practice. Now, which you're supposed to do, but it's also hard to practice at home, tap dancing. And we didn't really get to wear, like, the tappy shoes. Or they didn't, we did, but they didn't make, like, the, I don't know, they weren't as tappy as I had wanted them to be. So, I don't know. I was gonna say, oh yeah, something I've definitely learned from Two-Set is you gotta practice. And it's okay to need to practice. And you definitely have to do it. If you want to be good at things, especially things that, you know, involve muscle memory and just, you know, doing them over and over again. And yeah, I never practiced enough at anything that I was supposed to do, which I'm sure is a common thing. And when I did practice, like, okay, so when I started band in 5th grade, and you didn't have to take band, for some reason I wanted to, and I played the trumpet for some reason. I chose this, like, I rented a trumpet, I chose to play trumpet, and I don't know why, I don't know, I guess again I thought it would be cool, fun, I have no idea. But then in 6th grade I decided I wanted to play the saxophone, so that summer I had to catch up because I was a year behind playing the saxophone. I mean, you know, we'd been learning music and stuff. We'd been learning music, like, we had music class in general. In school. I don't remember what year that started. I feel like maybe 3rd grade we started going out to the music room and, like, learning stuff. But maybe it was before that. I don't know. You know, so, I mean, I knew some stuff. But, you know, you gotta practice. You gotta learn. So I took saxophone lessons that summer. And I did practice. Because I had to catch up for the year. And I don't remember if I was good or not, but my mom says that I was. So, you know, and I mean, this is probably relatively speaking for, like, someone who's, like, 11. Not like, oh yeah, I was a great saxophone player, but, like, you know. I take it to mean I definitely showed improvement taking lessons and practicing all the time. And then I think when school started, I didn't really practice that much. So, you know, then I wasn't as good. And I guess that's how it goes. I don't know. I also have this thing, though, where, like, I won't practice that thing. Like, I'll learn something, and it will, like, kind of embed itself, but also kind of not. And then I'll, like, stop doing it for, like, a month or something, and then I'll come back to it. Well, it might be longer than a month, and I'll have just, like, gotten better, like, somewhere in my brain, it's, like, figured it out. But I feel like if I just keep doing it during that time, I'm not sure if it actually, like, if I actually improve. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't benefit from just practicing. I don't know. Alright, I got out my sparkly paints here, so I can paint these ghosts green. A nice sparkly green. I don't remember what color this is. Did I write? I might have written it down on these. Oh, I did. But I would have to take it out to look. I think this is pistachio? I don't know. These came from Tobean's Hobbies on Etsy. I really like them. They are so fun and sparkly. I love handmade watercolors. I know at some point, I think when I started watercolor, I was like, you know, you see some of these sometimes, like, on Etsy, and you're just like, whoa, those are expensive, fancy paints. I'm never getting those. And then, like, a year later, you're like, yes, give me all of them. At least that's me. I don't know. I don't know why I'm always like, I would never get whatever. And then, like, I do. I was like, you know you want those. Come on. I think just at first it seems like, well, that's just way out of my league, you know? But then eventually you're just like, oh, okay, I understand what that is now. I mean, I wouldn't start with something like this if this, you know, unless this is like your whole reason for being. But otherwise, I wouldn't like start my watercolor journey with like, you know, handmade watercolors, specialty watercolors, you know. But like, there's nothing wrong with having them. I'm gonna add another color here. It seems like it's got more sparkle to it. I'm not sure which color this is. Oh, it's pretty. As I was saying yesterday on here, like, it's really hard to get sparkles to show up on camera. And even if they do kind of show up, it's just not the same. And I'm not sure why. Like, maybe there's like, oh, oops, oh no. I didn't paint his arms. And the arms are invisible. Oh no, what have I done? I'm gonna try and paint over that and see how it goes. Maybe it'll just look like they're shadowed, which I guess they would be, so maybe that'll work out. Sometimes, especially when I'm doing these videos and I get distracted because I'm talking, I like misinterpret what I've drawn and then I don't color it how I drew it, and I'm like, oops. It is harder to draw or paint and talk than I would have thought. I guess painting takes more concentration than I realized. That's kind of working a little bit, maybe? No? Let's add some more sparkles. Let's just keep adding sparkles until it looks good. That's my motto. Glitter it up. I guess realistic, well, I don't think that would work either. I would say realistically, maybe I need to make this ghost also look like we can see through him to this. Actually, that would have been cool if I had done that on purpose over the whole thing, but I didn't, so, add some of this to here. We're just gonna have to live with this. It's just gonna not be quite right. And that's okay. We can handle it. This is a much shorter video than they have been, but I don't know, I think I'm done. I don't know, maybe it's just, you know, getting towards the end of this, but like, I don't feel like I have anything to add to this. It's kind of a simple painting, but I love it. You can see this is the audience out here, and these guys are just having a good time playing this violin together on stage and performing. And they don't, you know, they're not a professional symphony, but they're doing their thing. Okay, that's it for today. Hit like, hit subscribe. It really helps out. Shows YouTube that people are interested. So I will, that's it for today. I will see you next time for the conclusion of Inktober, tomorrow. Yeah, I will see you next time on the Cluttered Corner.